The winner moves on to the AFC Championship game. This should be some battle. Off we go here in the divisional round. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, this is James Cook. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Here we go. 11.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. Oh, intercepted on the 2nd play of the game. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
We talked at the start of the game, Mike, the energy in this stadium, and now after that early turnover, it's certainly not going to help quiet this crowd. They clearly came into this game facing an uphill battle, and they've made it here even harder on themselves with that early turnover.
19, Tiger. Let's go now.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Ready? 70 Lion. Bronco switch.
They'll stick with him again. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down. They'll stay on the ground. He'll be brought down. Short pickup. It's at the 26. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing is Willis. He's going to keep it himself. And he's down at the 3. What a run.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the 1st down, sets up 1st and goal.
A great chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. An extra point attempt to follow. And that one bangs off the right upright. Does not go in. It's no good. And they're unable to add the point after. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. Here comes a return from the end zone. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Finding Metcalf quickly on the RPO. And he's taken down up past the 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession, using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
His throw on first down is going to be incomplete. Ben Sinnott was the intended receiver, and it'll bring up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Metcalf was the intended target. And third down coming up. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Through the falling snow, the kick is good. And the Texans are on the board. They cut the lead to 6-3. So Tucker is back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Shot alert, ready.
This drive will start on the ground. Woo. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
Remember, Mike, he's already had a touchdown earlier in the first quarter. And at the way this game has started off, it looks like this defense is going to have their hands full stopping this guy.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready.
Now Willis. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Willis to throw. He'll find his receiver, Johnny Wilson. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Okay, ready? 69. Shut up.
Now, faking the give. That's caught downfield by Waddle. And he's into the end zone. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, New England. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Now Willis and his offense preparing to go for 2.
The Patriots will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Go.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down. One quarter in the books in this AFC divisional playoff. The Patriots out on top. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Oh, what an unforced error at an untimely moment. Just tied the game, but then the kickoff out of bounds, and the ball comes out to the 40-yard line. So, a couple of first downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41.
11, 11, 11, 11.
On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive, and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Burrow. Metcalf, left side. He's got it. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd and 7. A run up the middle with Cook. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
I'm fine, ready? Here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Texans are back within a score. They trail now by 6. So Tucker is back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18. Here we go, here we go.
Throwing, Willis. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs.
Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this one.
70 range, 70 range. Hurt, hurt.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Give him 13 on that screenplay, and a first down.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. But what does that do? Gets you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this.
Ready? Ready?
Here's Willis.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. But sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Willis now to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. His second catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. To throw is Willis. Oh, man, left wide open. Good play design there. Johnny Wilson. And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Willis now to throw. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now, Burrow. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. So we are at halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup, as we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you. The snow continuing to fall as we ready ourselves for the second half to follow. These two teams fighting to get to that AFC Championship game next Sunday. And back to it here, the third quarter underway. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Set. Trap 60, trap 60. Go.
Willis. And this will be tracked down and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Benford.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
On first down, Burrow. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
And he will have this at midfield, forced out of bounds there. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 31 yards. They run out of the gun. It's Cook. And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Gun.
Once again, it's Cook. And that'll give him the first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Run out of the gun with Cook. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. One of the Patriots has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the fingers cover, to always be.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look.
On one, ready?
2nd and 11.
Get set. Stop.
To throw is Burrow. That's over the middle to the tight end, Sinnott. And he'll be taken down.
Talk about a thing of beauty. Mike, did you see how many tight ends were on the field on that last play? They call it 13 personnel because there's 1 running back, 3 tight ends, 1 wide receiver. So everybody on defense is thinking run. They catch them off guard a little with the pass, and they take advantage of it with a big gain downfield. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, Second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Now a second down throw for Burrow. They're called in at the 2.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down.
Gun. Start. 12. Start.
Back to throw, Burrow. This caught, and he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs.
You know, Mike, sometimes when you get all these big bodies in there and you're trying to find space, there's just no space to be had. Here, they try to go with their fullback, and he just runs into a wall of backs. Great job here by the defense. Critical 4th down stop.
They'll begin here on the ground. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He's up the sideline to the 25. And that's going to help. He's out of bounds up near the 30-yard line. They'll have a 1st down. It's a gain of 28. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing, Willis. His throw left side is complete. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the 1st down as well.
Here we go. Ready?
They'll try the right side this time. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
To throw, here's Willis. He'll throw it left and has his running back. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Throwing is Willis. He's got the hook up there to Waddle. And he will go all the way. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, New England. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Now Willis and his offense preparing to go for 2.
60 by 6.
The Patriots will line up for a 2-point conversion.
One of the tight ends in motion right. Willis to throw. He'll swing that out wide. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
Texans 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
11 MT, 11 MT. Here we go, here we go.
Burrow now to throw on first down. That'll be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
On the ready.
First and 10.
Let's go. Go.
Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Texans' 21-yard line.
Now Willis. He's got it inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots. Now for the point after. And he missed it. It's no good. One of the few things that's gone wrong so far. So they're unable to add one more point onto this big lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. From the shot, oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. One of the Patriots has it. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it. And that is a big takeaway here by this defense. I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, New England. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. The PAT, up and good. And the Patriots stretch things out even further.
Texans 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Cook. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
11, 11, 11.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go.
And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. So, after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Here is Burrow. The throw on the run is complete.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And he's going to have a Texans 1st down. They'll wind up getting close to 10 yards on 4th and 1.
1st down, Texans.
Here we go. One final play. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. So it's a win for the Patriots. They are moving on as the #1 seed